Ahead of the release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige finally opens up about the idea and the fans who were wanting to see T'Challa, aka Chadwick Boseman, recast for the upcoming sequel, and he reveals why exactly they didn't do it. So again, in case you guys didn't know, there is a pretty big movement online that is run by E-Man. I did have him on the podcast before, and we did a extensive discussion on why exactly he believes that Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, T'Challa, should have been recast. If you guys would like to listen to that entire thing, I will have it pop up as a video that's recommended, so you guys can check that out. I highly recommend it. It's like an hour-long conversation, and E-Man makes a lot of good points. Then you guys can check out his channel on YouTube. I highly recommend it. He's a great guy with a lot of passion and certainly way more in tune with the whole Black Panther thing and the culture than I ever could be. So I highly recommend you guys check that out. Now, after that conversation, he actually convinced me that, you know what, you make a lot of great points because I understand what you're saying here in regards to recasting Black Panther. Well, Marvel got to sit down with Empire Magazine, and Marvel president Kevin Feige was openly asked by them about the recasting process and why they didn't do it. And without going into everything he says, the core takeaway of why they didn't do it is that it's too soon. That there was no point in doing it because the actor just passed away, and recasting Black Panther would have, again, taken away from that. Because as the world is processing the loss of Chad, Ryan was going to put that into the story and have that be an element of it. And then once they started to approach writing the new story and what to do, they decided to incorporate elements of this. So it was never really something that they were gonna really do, which was recasting, despite all the rumors and reports that they were in fact going to go down that route. Now, this honestly makes a lot of sense, and you can literally go both ways on this argument. Again, there's people arguing on both sides. I think the argument should honestly be put aside, and we should just kind of hear everybody out in regards to why and the reasoning. But it does make a lot of sense in regard to what he's saying and how they decided to approach it. But also now people are bringing up the whole fact that if an actor passes away, do we automatically need to retire that character? And people are now bringing that up in relation to the Red Hulk and Thunderbolts. And when exactly do you have to, reconsider this and just actually recast? So people are still bringing that up. And obviously that's going to get brought up in other interviews after this Empire Magazine one, because this is the first big one. After this, the press is about to start in the next 2 weeks. So it's going to get brought up a lot more, and I think we're going to talk about it a lot more. Certainly on the podcast as we get closer to the actual film, it's going to be highly debated. And it's out there now. We know why they did it. What do you guys think about this? Do you agree with it? What's your feelings on it? What's your reaction to